So in this video we are going to look at something known as loops, right? See, in Python sometimes we have to perform a task repeatedly. For example, imagine that you have to print something 10 times. For example, let us say I have to print hello 10 times. Well, there is a simple way of doing it. I can just write print hello once and then I can copy paste it 10 times, right? So this I have written, then I can copy this and I can paste it 10 times, right? And if I execute this now, then hello will be printed 10 times. But what if I have to print hello 100 times or 1,000 times, right? I cannot do it like this. So in Python, there is something known as loops. Okay, there is something known as loops. Why are loops used? Loops are used to perform a task repetitively. Okay, that is to perform a same task again and again. That is why we use loops. In Python there are two main types of loops. Okay, there are only two loops in Python. One is for loop and the second one is while loop. Okay, in other programming languages like C, C++ and Java, there is another loop which is known as do while loop. Python does not use do while loop. Python uses only for loop and while loop. So I will just show you, first of all, in today's lecture we will be looking at for loop. Okay, so see, just like we used our if condition, we also can use our for loop and while loop. See, for example, the example that I just gave you, in that example what did we have to do? We had to print hello 10 times. So how can we achieve this? See, for achieving this we need two things, or rather we need three things. What are the three things that we need? First of all, we need the starting number, that is from where we have to start. The second thing that we need is our ending number, till at what point we have to end our counting. And the third point is what? Third point is that we have to keep a count, right? We have to keep counting. For example, let us say if you want to jump 10 times. How do you jump 10 times? You start from 0 and you count till 10. And each time that you jump, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And as soon as you reach 10, you stop. That is the same thing that happens in our for loop also, right? So see, first I will show a simple program. Try to understand the syntax first. Okay, see, whenever you have to create a for loop, first you have to write the word for. After you write the word for, you have to put a space and you can put in any variable name. Okay, you can put in any variable name. The most commonly used variable name is I. But instead of I always like to put in the word count. Okay, so see, this is just a variable. You can put in any name that you want over here. I have just put in count over here. Okay, then you have to put a space and then you have to write the keyword in. Then you have to write range. Range is a function. See, as soon as I press this circle bracket now, you will see range is a function which has three parameters. Right, in C there are in circle brackets now, there is a start number, there is a stop number, and there is step size. Means from what number you want to start counting till what number you want to count and in what step size you want to count. Okay, we will see all of this one by one. Say, let us say I want to count from 1 to 10. I want to print it 10 times now. So I want to count it from 1 to 10. And in what step size? Each time I'm counting up by what? 1, 1, 1, 1. No. So I will write step size as 1. So this 1 is my start, this 10 is my stop, and this 1 is my step size. Then I will end the circle bracket and put a colon. Now whatever I want to do 10 times, I will write over here. So I will write print hello. Right, I have deliberately made one mistake. If you have seen that mistake, very good. If you haven't seen, no worries, we will see it now. Right, so what is the syntax for loop? For loop, we have to first write the word for, then we have to write a variable name, then we have to write in, then we have to use the range function. Range function takes three parameters. This is the starting number, this is the ending number, and this is the step size. And inside the for loop, we can print whatever that we want, right? So now let us run this. Now if we run this, see how many times is hello printed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. It only got printed 9 times. Why? Remember, when you are counting till 10, it doesn't take the value 10. As soon as the value becomes 10, it stops doing whatever is inside the loop. So if you want to count till 10, you will have to put a number greater than 10. Just one number more than 10. Always remember, when you want to put the stop number should be one more than the number where you want to stop. For example, rather than printing hello over here, I will just print the value of count itself. Okay, I'll just print the value of count itself. See what is happening, the continuously it is rotating inside the loop itself. Okay, so now what is happening, I have this print count over here. Now see, the value of count is going on increasing. Initially the value of count is what? Initially the value of count is 1. Afterwards, after executing this command, it will again come over here and the value of count will be increased by 1. So it will become 2, then it will print 2. Again it will come up, it will increase the value of count by 1. It will become 3. Then it will print 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will print till what? It will print till 10. As soon as the value becomes 11, what it will do? It will stop printing, right? See, you can see how this is happening. I will run this. See, I am getting values from 1 till 10. Whatever value I want, I can get over here. Imagine I don't want from 1 till 10. I want from 5 to 25. So I have to write the start number till what? Till 25. Na? So I have to write 26 over here, right? So I will save this and run this. See, what did I get? I got value from 5 till 25, right? Now imagine that I want values only odd numbers, right? So I want to start from 1 and I want to go till 51. Okay, so I want to go till 51, na? So I will write a number greater than 51. So I will write 52 over here. But I don't want step size of 1. I want step size of 2. This means what? Every time the number will be increased by 2. Okay, so after 1 it will be 3, after 3 it will be 5, after 5 it will be 7. So let us run this. See, I got 1, then 3, then 5, then 7. Number is increasing by 2. And what is the last number that I got? Last number that I got was 51. Similarly, if here I put 5, the number is going to increase by 5. Right? See, 1, 6, 11, 16, 21, 26. So in this way, I can set the starting number, I can set the ending number, and I can set the step size. So this is how we can use for loop to perform a task repetitively. Okay. See, for loop is slightly less powerful as compared to while loop. While loop is the most powerful loop because while loop can perform both the functions of while loop and for loop. We can use for loop only when we know the number of times that we have to do something, right? The number of times that we have to do something is known as iteration. Okay, all the number of times that a loop is executed is known as iteration, and for loop can only be used if we know how many iterations are there, but while loop can be used in any case. Okay, so while loop is more powerful than for loop. Okay, so just one more example of for loop that I will give you. Imagine you have to print the table of 30. Okay, it is a simple task. 13. Okay, you have to print the table of 30, right? You understand table, na? 13 ones are 13, 13 twos are 26, 13 threes are 39, right? So you have to print it like this. So how are you going to print it? It is very simple. You can use a for loop, right? You can write for count in range. What is the starting number? From where is it going to start? It is going to start from 13. Now you want to write 13 stable. Where is it going to end? After when is 13 stable ending at 130? Na? 13 tens are 130. So we have to write a number greater than 130. One number more than 130. So we will write 131. And what is the step size? After 13, what number should be printed? 26. Na? Then 39. Na? So step size is 30. Right? So I'll close this, put a colon. As soon as I press enter, see whatever I am writing inside this will be printed multiple times. So I will write print count. Okay. And afterwards, if you want, I can write something like this over here. Print, print table of 13. Right? I can write something like this, and here after the loop I can just print another dashed line. Right? I can just print another dashed line. Right? Now if I run this, see, I am getting table of 13, I am getting the 13th table, and then I am getting this dashed line. See, this dashed line was executed only once. Why was this dashed line executed only once? Because this line was not indented, because this line is not inside the for loop. Now imagine that if I put this inside this, I give indentation to this line. See, this line will be printed multiple times also. See, now I haven't changed any writing, but see, because of just changing the indentation, see what is happening. Okay, I will just show you once again. Because of just changing this, if I save this and run this, see, every time this line is getting printed. Why? Because it is now inside the loop. Because this line is now inside the loop. I have given indentation before this line. Na? That is why it is inside the loop. It is getting printed multiple times. But if I remove this indentation, I removed that indentation. Na? So if I remove that indentation and run it, then see that dotted line is printed only once at the end. It is not printed in between. Right? So that is how indentation and blocking is used in for loops. Right? If it is indented, it will be printed multiple times. If it is not indented, it will not be printed multiple times. Right? You can also write something like this. You can also write 13 into you can create a table. Okay, I will explain this in the next video, but you can do multiple things using this for loop also. Okay, so hopefully the basics of for loop is clear. We will have a look at another example of for loop in the next video. Thank you.